Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie Rad if you are new here, and today we are in Tuscany. I have been traveling throughout Italy for about a month now, filming videos for you guys, getting in touch with my family roots. I've come up with some tips, some routines for the way that I like to travel, and I want to share that with you guys. So let's get into it. The first step in my travel routine is thinking about the bag that is going to be with me all day long while I'm exploring around the place that I'm visiting. I like to keep a bag with me that crosses over my shoulder and that can hang over my hip so I can keep an eye on it. Unfortunately, pickpocketing does exist, so when I'm in a space with a lot of people, I can keep a hand over it and just make sure that my belongings are safe. For me, the bare essentials are my sunglasses, my wallet, and my phone. I am really excited to be working with Google Play and Refinery29 on the Change the Game campaign, which is all about empowering women in the gaming industry and making them feel more included. Personally, I tend to play games when I'm resting and I want to relieve some of my stress. Also, when I'm commuting from one place to another when I'm traveling, it kind of helps me focus my mind on one thing and relieves any travel anxiety I might be feeling. It's pretty common for people to believe that gamers are predominantly men. And historically, this is true, but today, this day and age, it's pretty much equal. Men are more likely to take ownership and pride when admitting that they play games. Women feel regret when admitting that they paid for a game. It is so important for women to feel represented in every aspect of life, and the gaming industry included. It's important for games to be created that represent the women who play them. I like playing a game called Ancora because it is a story of an adventurous woman. It helps spark my imagination and my creativity, and it just all around inspires me. My favorite thing to do when I get to a new destination is to find a local and ask them where they like to have breakfast, a good coffee, lunch, dinner, watch the sunset, because those are going to be the best spots to find. Less touristy, although there are touristy spots that are there for a reason, so don't avoid them entirely because everybody wants to see them. But when it comes to a coffee and dinner and things like that, it's best to find the good local spot. So I normally talk to my taxi driver or my Airbnb host, or anytime I just have a conversation with the local. In my travel experience, I have found the very best spots by doing exactly that. Now, on the contrary, a good guidebook is always good to have. I feel like a lot of people steer away from guidebooks because they feel like they might be a little bit touristy. They feel like they can find any of that information they want online. But sometimes when you're at your destination, especially if it's out of the country, you don't always have Wi-Fi, and it's kind of nice to just open up the book when you're having a cup of coffee and find out some historical information, because guidebooks usually have more information than you could have imagined in there, and that always helps the wanderlust just get to its full potential, because you can sit there and think about the history of the place that you are. Find out where the place you're visiting is known for. Is it wine? Is it limoncello? Is it beer? Whatever it might be, find out and try it, and have a lot of it. Like, if you're in an area of the world where Chianti is really popular, make sure you're drinking Chianti the entire time, because you don't know when you'll be back to that place again. When you tell someone where you went, they're gonna say, oh my gosh, that's where Chianti comes from. Did you try the Chianti? And if you say no, then you're just like, what are you doing? This next one is definitely not a necessity, but it's something I really like to do, so I'm gonna tell you guys because maybe you'll really like it as well. I like creating a playlist for wherever I'm going and listen to the music that reminds me of that place. It just makes me feel connected to it, especially in the morning. So here in Italy, I've been listening to a lot of Italian music in the mornings. Putting your earphones in and walking around the place that you're visiting, feeling the music and feeling the location is just one of my favorite feelings, and I would highly recommend. This last tip is something that I've learned just from my experience, and it's not something that you can always do because there are times in life where you have to do it differently, But from my experience, it's better to travel in smaller groups of people. Smaller groups of people, like a pair or even 3 people, is just less people that you need to compromise with when it comes to what you want to do every day, where you want to go, how you want to do it. Traveling with a big group can get really stressful because there's so many different opinions and so many different people that want to travel in different ways and do travel differently than you. It's kind of like packing. When you're traveling in groups, less is more. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you never miss new videos from me. Also, notifications turned on. Thank you so much to Google Play and Refinery29 for sponsoring this video. I will see you guys very soon in a new one. Ciao.